That reggae music, didn't it, eh?
Sometimes words are harder on a Friday. We all know this.
They were harder at uni.
Right.
They did talk about her in Bathurst.
Impossible.
She left her mark. Now, have you ever noticed that... they were halcyon days. We digress, though, don't we, Ellie?
Very far.
Coming up a little bit later, her first boyfriend at uni.
Spills the beans.
Now, have you ever noticed that chip packet is looking a little bit smaller, you know, when you feel the chips inside? Well, am I the only one who does that?
You're the only one who does that.
Or that chocolate bar isn't quite as big as it used to be, or the iced Vovos are smaller and thinner. Just me. Well, the good news is you're not going crazy, Carlos.
No, because it's something called shrinkflation. And today, money expert Effie Zahos is here to explain what it is exactly.
Good morning.
What's shrinkflation?
Well, shrinkflation, it's a real clever way of actually increasing your price without increasing your price. And the way they do that is that they make the product smaller. So they shrink it. So they keep the profit margins essentially the same. And it's not new. It's been happening for ages. But it's made headlines again this week because Mondelez, the maker of Cadbury, has actually cut the family block chocolate in the UK from 200 to 180, but kept the price the same and blaming inflation. And we've had that happen here just a couple of years ago. We almost, well, it's equivalent to losing a slice off. But they did drop the price slightly, but not in proportion to what they took away from us. So that's also shrinkflation.
The same thing happened to my grandfather, and I think it's one of those things you notice as you get older. Shrinkflation seems to get worse.
Your grandfather?
Yeah.
You
notice it. You notice it more.
It does happen.
Shrinkflation.
Well, your ears still grow, I believe, so maybe he got
Maybe
some
that's the problem, you don't shrink. Just
Maybe,
it's
maybe.
all about the proportion and what have you is out. But any other products that have shrunk other than Karl's grandfather?
You, Ali. I'm glad you asked. I actually put this out to Today's Show viewers, and I tell you what, the response was
overwhelming.
Huge. Overwhelming. Some of the things that they picked up was just amazing.
That's right.
Everything, you know, from wagon wheels being smaller to super dupers. Remember super dupers?
Yeah,
they seem half filled. So they were. Here are some picks that I thought were interesting. This is from Ian. Toilet paper has got narrower over recent years. Which
Narrower?
Is narrower. I'm not quite sure about that. That is a problem, though. I imagine that would not be a good situation. Beverly, I noticed yesterday that the egg carton with Easter eggs only had 10 eggs, and I was sure there was 12 last year, so reducing the size from a dozen to 10. Karen says the bird's eye frozen crumb fish. The fish are smaller but the same price.
That's true, actually.
Not getting your
nice
value
fish,
there. And even when it comes to our pet food, Penny's saying that she has seen a drop in size as well there. But there were heaps of different things, and it can go the other way. Even I like this one. My hand used to fit into the Pringles can. Now I have to tip it out to get it out. And Pringles actually did drop.
Maybe they ate too many Pringles.
Maybe.
Whoa, Ali. What's with the fat shaming stuff?
It was not.
I understood exactly what you meant. So that's gone down from 165.
You always blame the food? I don't know. Yeah.
That's dropped from
Actually, I agree.
165.
Jenny's right. That's outrageous.
It's like, yeah.
They do look smaller.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah. Well, look, the main reason this happens is because, you know, to keep profitability there. But there are a lot of cases too. You're talking, just then alluded to, like the dietitian requirements have to change. Sometimes shelving or packaging has to happen.
What do you do about it?
Well, the one thing you can do is unit shop price. I go on about this all the time. And what I found here is when I went online to have a look at, say, Vegemite jars.
Yes.
And you can get them in all shapes and sizes. The good news is you can filter. Go onto the filtering drop-down menu and press you want to rank it by unit pricing, lowest to highest. So you can see here, even that one on the end there for $8.20, that is larger than the one in the middle, but doesn't represent value for money. So unit pricing brings it all down to the same, the same weight or the same, millilitres or whatever you're buying. It just makes you able to compare apples for apples.
Geez, Pringles are good.
They are really good.
Are they?
They're very Moorish.
Tim Tams?
The whole lot.
There was 11, now there's 9
Yeah.
in some of these. So same price. Again, shrinkflation.
It's a brand new hour on Today. G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please. I don't know.